What's good, homies? Welcome back to another episode in our West Tigers rebuild series. Jumping straight into the action today. From here on out, I don't make any changes or anything unless somebody gets suspended or we pick up an injury or something like that. Anyway, we're in round 23 and our opponent for today are the Newcastle Knights. As you can see here, they are currently ranked 8th in the league and they're kind of on the brink of dropping out of the 8. That is unless the teams below them rack up a few wins. As for us, we are coming off a loss, and I think we can afford to drop a few more games. Obviously we don't want to, I'm just saying that if we do end up losing a few games, we'll still make the 8 regardless. As for our goal of making it in the top 4, it's looking like a bit of a stretch. Yeah, so the last time we played the Knights was way back in round 6, and we ended up pumping them 28 points to 6. I'm always pretty confident going into these encounters with the Knights because, I mean, come on. It's the Newcastle Knights, the worst team in the league in my opinion. I'm not too sure if they're the worst in the game. I think it's between them and St. George and obviously the Tigers. I can't remember which of the 3 teams it was, but one of them had an overall rating of 82 and I'm pretty sure one was 78. Can't quite remember, but we're going to score the first try here through Russell Packer. Just some hard running through the middle. As we get up close and personal here on the replay, a little zoomed in action shot. First of all, the fend. I'm pretty sure that was Kosh Jason. And then we just completely run over the top of Kalen Ponga. And then make the dive next to the posts. As we line up to take the kick here off Loloher. Fairly simple, right in front. We're going to add the extras. And we're going to go up by 6 points. 15 minutes into the game. Alright, so we're approaching 18 minutes. Looking for a cross play here. As Reynolds links up with Packer. This time he gets double teamed behind our 40. As we shift it to Reynolds on the 4th. And we're going to shoot for the corner for a 40-20. Which has been pretty much a staple for us to get down into the attacking zone. Another beautiful kick. As we take the tap and send it to Matolino. And he's going to get pulled down just before the line. On the first here, as we go out the back to a flat-footed Josh Reynolds, and we're going to get pulled down inside the 10. On the second here, they set up to the right, and this time it's a flat-footed Matolino who still manages to bump off a defender, and we're still inside the 10 here. So we got some players lined up to the left, as we throw a cutout ball to Idris, who's been kind of a go-to man for these last few games. This whole left edge has been pretty solid. As we get quick hands out to Dan Tupou, and he's going to get pulled down around 5 meters out from the line. We have a familiar setup to the right here, so instead of sending it out wide, we drop it under for our skipper running a beautiful inside line. Elijah Taylor, who's going to cross the line for our second try of the game. That was some silky ball playing by our number 6 Josh Reynolds. Alright, so as we take it back, this is one of the more common shapes you'll see in the game. I don't really pay attention to it that much because I usually just send it out the back. But this time we tried something different. We dropped a little inside ball and it worked a treat for us. As we get set to take the kick once again, another easy kick for Tui Loloher as we extend the lead to 12 points. Alright, so back into the action, 24 minutes in, and it's Russell Packer wreaking havoc through the middle once again. He gets pulled down just past our 30. Second tackle, another inside ball or crossover play, whatever you want to call it. We get set to clear the ball here from deep within our 30, and we're going to get the luckiest bounce here with Josh Reynolds. I wasn't even playing at a 40-20, the ball just happened to bounce that far into touch. I was really just trying to find the line just to settle things down a bit, and I definitely wasn't expecting a 40-20 either, given that we were kicking against the wind. As Elijah Taylor takes a hit up here. Back on the 4th, we go to Reynolds, who puts it on the toe, looking for that repeat set, and he chases his own kick here. And we're going to pull Hodkinson down on the end goal, and we're going to get that repeat set. I'd say 30 minutes in, off the drop kick, Elijah Taylor gets rounded up inside their 30, and we have a bit of an overlap here, but Idris goes himself, gets an offload away that comes off a Newcastle defender, scooped up by a Kevin Nangama. We'll definitely take a look on the replay here just to see what happened. And as you can see here, Idris takes on the defense. He breaks through the line and as he's falling gets an offload away that comes off a Newcastle defender off his leg. The ball then gets scooped up by Naingama. He's going to touchdown for our third try of the game. I tell you what, we're off to a pretty decent start, and I was kind of expecting this kind of scoreline heading into the game. Like I said earlier, I'm always confident going in against the Knights. Our big boys can get pretty destructive through the middle when it comes to these lower rated teams, as we head into the break with a pretty handy 18-point lead. As we take a look at the match stats here so far, and as you can see, there's pretty much a 70-30 split, time of possession in our favour. We've completed 7 from 7 sets, no errors, no penalties conceded, and for the little defending we did do, we only missed 3 tackles. The line breaks is a big one though. Like I said, our forwards tend to run amok when it comes to these lower rated teams. Alright, so back into the action. 42 minutes into the half, with the Knights in attack as they spread the ball, and it's Paulie who finds space around the ruck, gets out of a tackle, gets an offload away to cost Jason, and he's going to get driven backwards. They're about 12 meters out from our line as they send it to the left side, and it's going to be Aiden Guerra, a new recruit, inches his way closer to the try line. Attack's looking pretty solid so far as they try a little switch of play here, but they're standing way too shallow for that particular play. As they send it to Brock Lamb on the last, kicks it into his own defender or his own player, and they're going to give a penalty away. As we try to find the line here, just bit off more than we could chew as we don't find the line. And it's going to be Ken Seo who gets around 1, and he's going to get pulled down outside our 20. First tackle, they send it wide. Cost Jason links up with Saifidi, and Jacob Saifidi is going to get pulled down just outside our 10-meter line. The Knights still have a couple of tackles up their sleeve as they throw a nice ball to Paulie. He gets another offload away, and Brock Lamb's going to get tied up just about 5 meters out. They send it wide to Bura, and he's going to power his way over the line, and in fact gets the grounding for their first point of the game, all on the back of that failed attempt to find the line. As they send it up to the bunker to review the grounding, as you can see there's no worries there, but yeah, prior to that failure to find the line, I felt like we defended pretty well. Even during this set we were marking up okay. It was just a little unlucky there when Bureau was one-on-one with McCorrick. Couldn't stop the leg drive as Trent Hodkinson adds the extras and gets them within 12 points. Alright, so we're 56 minutes in and it's the Knights on the attack. Outside our 20, you can see some beautiful hands on display by the AI as they get it out to Kalen Ponga. He strikes off Nofaluma and Daniel Tupou comes up with the beautiful try-saving tackle. Ponga just dove a little too early there and ended up knocking the ball on. What a shame, because that was some pretty decent ball movement by the Knights. As we get wrapped up here, 58 minutes in, third tackle. We try and get a kick away and it ricochets off a Knights defender, this time right into the breadbasket of Ken Seo. He's going to race away for the Knights' second try of the game. I think we were just pushing our luck there a little bit with the kicks. Again, I was just trying to find the line to settle things down. Obviously we weren't making many meters. I'm surprised that they even got a hand to it. Look how deep he was standing in the pocket. Ricochets, and it looked like I went forward, but I guess it went sideways. A little fortunate for the Knights as Seo races away and eventually scores under the posts. Back with a super simple kick for Trent Hodkinson, and he gets them within 6 points. All of a sudden the Knights are starting to score points. Mind you, it's off the back of a few stupid errors. As we send it to Packer here, inside the final 10 minutes, it makes a break through the middle, shows the pass but ends up taking a tackle just outside their 40. Second tackle, we have an inside ball play to the left of us. It goes to Brooks who links up with Lawrence, shows it inside once, dummies out, then links up with Josh Reynolds on the inside ball once again. That actually looked pretty dope, but unfortunately we couldn't crack the line with it as Packer takes another hit up. Fourth tackle for us here. We go wide to Idris with the fend through the middle. We try to get outside Kalen Ponga, but he ends up coming up with a nice little try-saving tackle. Fifth and last here, we go to the short side through Lolo here, puts in a little grubber, and we're going to get the repeat set. Nifty little kick by Lolo here. I guess that's one of the good things about having him on the edge. He's got some decent kicking stats. As Packer returns it off the drop kick. And we're on their 40 here. Back with Reynolds. Slicing right between two forwards. As he finally gets pulled down just outside their 10. Second tackle. We go to Idris running onto it. Another big fend by Idris. This time he makes it to the line and ends up scoring our fourth and final try of the game. You could just kind of sense that the try was eventually going to come. I mean, we just kept hammering away at their line. Someone was eventually going to give way, and on this occasion, it looked like it was Saifidi there who got fended off. A big fend ends up getting grounded by Jamal Idris as he dives for a well-deserved try. As we take the conversion here with 3 minutes to go, that's going to be the ball game. Full time here at Leichhardt Oval, we comfortably get by the Newcastle Knights, beating them 24 points to 12. As we take a look at the full-time match stats here. As expected, Jamal Idris picks up man of the match. And right before we leave, as per usual, we're going to check out everyone's individual stats for you guys to cast your votes for People's Choice. Also, if you made it this far into the video, let me know with the hashtag #OddSquad or nothing. As always, drop that like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.
Yeah.
Later.
Let's talk it out. Girl, time out. I know that you only with me for the clout. Sit down, you had too much to drink. Maybe it's my